I'm meteorologist Sean Kelly, and we continue to deal with some air quality issues, though it has improved quite a bit here in the last 12 hours. We started off this week pretty miserable with that haze, that pollution collecting, with the inversion strengthening, that pollution having nowhere to go with the high pressure system in place. Well, luckily, we've got some colder winds high up in the atmosphere that will continue to ventilate the air, our column of air, at least a little bit. So going to be in the moderate yellow category today. Worsening conditions, though, once again for the weekend. So still a bit of a haze out there this morning, but again, the air quality just a little bit better. Here's a look at those winds that will be a little bit of a breeze as we get through the evening here. The winds have been so calm over the past several days. That's been the main reason we haven't been able to mix anything out. So with the cooler conditions, a little bit better air quality. We've got a dry but mild weekend ahead after dealing with a big cool down on this Friday for a few degrees in difference. Not much of a change, but again, it will start to warm things up into the weekend. This is pretty lackluster. We're currently sitting at the least snowy season on record so far at this pace. We've only picked up 1/10 of an inch of snow here in Salt Lake City, and we typically see over a foot of snow in January, over a foot of snow in December. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. Unfortunately, in the short term here, we're not going to be dealing with any storm that will bring us snow. The only thing I'm looking at is a storm 7 days away, and even with that opportunity, it looks like it'll be a better chance for precipitation, only more so up in the mountains. The models are kind of going all over the place and trending drier here, but it will likely at least clear out the inversion and the air, making air quality a little bit better. But right now, about a 50% chance we see any measurable snow out there as the storm and cold front moves in. Again, this is the European model showing kind of drier conditions here, but the GFS model a little bit wetter with that opportunity for some snow. We've been dealing also with some colder temperatures across the nation here through the weekend. Could see some travel impacts as we have some storms that will develop and impact the Midwest, Chicago area, the Northeast with some light snow accumulation. So there could be some travel impacts if you're flying. Right now, though, across the state, we've been dealing with some clear skies, hazy conditions, and early morning fog. Fog will be an issue over the next several mornings here as we continue to deal with those cold starts and the relative humidity on the higher side for the morning hours, and that air just really having nowhere to go. We'll see that cool air cool and condense. 40s for highs today, and over the next few days, those temperatures will warm up a bit into the 40s and middle 40s here, above normal. Above normal chances, by the way, for that week 2 outlook. This is promising that we could likely close out the month with above average opportunities for some rain and snow, some storms moving in. Unfortunately, it's going to be coming in and coinciding with warmer air that'll be likely for this part of the country, and that means probably more rain events for the valleys than snow. But again, in the short range here, it's quiet, and quiet as can be for southern Utah, as we'll be into the 60s and 50s. Sunshine with the hazy skies, kind of really the main focus of the weather story for the Wasatch Front. Can't seem to shake it into next week as that inversion re-strengthens and moves back in. Dry all the way through Thursday, but again, next Friday, the possibility for a storm. We'll continue to keep you updated on that as we get more updates and kind of get a little bit more of a fine tune on the forecast.